take your meds tonight? Oh no. That's not very good. Honestly, same though. I only took mine at 8. I was going into coughing fit mode, and I was like, wait a minute. I have to, like, do things with my voice later. Oh no. So I took one in hopes that it would help, and it sort of did. I didn't grab any water tonight, though. I probably should have. Anyways, yeah, tonight is the final Symphony stream. After this, we are done with Symphony. And then we're moving on to the next game, which is Castlevania Circle of the Moon. So, yeah. You're all snotty now, but the coughing stopped? Okay. At some point you have to wonder which is worse. Okay, I think we're about ready to just, start. Let me turn on my PS3 real quick. What the fuck? I turn this TV on sometimes, and, the TV is just like, hey, you know what would be fun? If I were on the DVD player mode. Because this stupid mini TV I have set up next to my computer has a built-in DVD player. Oh god, I think I need HDMI 1? I think? Maybe. We'll see. Nothing's popped up yet. But that might be because I haven't added the capture card just yet. There we go. Okay. Oh, why aren't we getting audio? Huh. Oh, there it is. For a second we weren't getting audio, and that was a problem I was hitting earlier when I was grinding in Symphony, that no audio would play for one reason or another. Because grinding in Symphony is fun to do when you can't hear any of the music, which is really the only thing that can keep you sane. Oh no, and my battery is low. Well, we're gonna hope that it lasts. And if it doesn't, I guess I'll just go grab the other one real quick. Because I'm not really sure where my charger is. I only have like one charger that works on PS3 controllers. And it isn't here right now. Oh, wait, is that it? That is it. I see it. Come here. Forgive me for moving you while you're running PS3. There we go. Can we talk about how good of a console the PS3 is? Like, it's, like, so good. Okay, and then one last thing, gotta turn off my fan, and then we'll be good to go. No drop frames so far? Okay. So yeah, we have one more boss fight to take on. One more. Okay. I guess I should show off the new items I got. So we got a couple new things, and instead of performing Ritual Castlevania 3 again, I instead found out there's still some people playing the original Super Mario Maker, like you. Oh. I have it. I don't play it, though. Mainly because that would require hooking up my Wii U. And actually using the gamepad. And I don't want to do either of those things ever again. Okay, well, first off, this happened. We are now... Oh, wait. I have to equip probably something a bit stronger. We had an attack plus 10, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Yeah, so we are now a literal monster. This is the Chrysogrim. This is the infamous broken weapon. And believe it or not, it only took about... I want to say it took about 14 to 15 shmoos to get the first one to drop. after which I immediately backdashed out of the room on accident because I had been going in and out of the doorway so frequently. And that happened, like, one more time before I decided to change up how I was doing it slightly. And then it took about, I want to say about a total of 40 schmoos to be able to actually get this thing. So let's show off how broken it is. I'll be showing it off against the enemies in this final area. Also, the sword hit level 50, and would you look at that, it's got a design upgrade. A really cool one. Yeah, the sword buddy got the upgrade. I don't know if the other familiars do something similar at level 50. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. Oh, I didn't mean to fall down there. Anyways, earlier I beat Dracula in 15 seconds? Thanks to this? Oh no! Look at how broken this is! I'm just a wall of death. The Bat Familiar gains a partner. Oh! Yeah, maybe in my spare time someday I can level those up and I can talk about them on stream. But I don't really consider them content that's important enough, to really, you know, show. Anyways, so, the Chrysogrim is not what I'm going to be using. So, you'd think the Chrysogrim, infamously the hardest weapon in the game to get, would have been the thing that took the longest, but no. I spent 40 minutes grinding this stupid rune sword off of the dodo bird. And it is just as broken as I remember it. Look at that! Look at that rage! This is also how I farmed the schmoos. They die in one hit to this, and there's one of them that I can just literally peek my head into a screen, like, into the screen they're on, throw it out, kill them immediately, and then turn around and reset in the span of a second. Am I gonna get in the fairy so we can get your heal? Oh, yeah, we got the... Oh, no, we're not gonna eat the fairy, no. Maybe if we get back to playing this Molgothith one of these days, she can become a scholar and eat her fairy. Anyways, so now we are going to... Wow, we're actually really close to there already, aren't we? Not really. Quickest way there is through the teleporter room. For fun, I decided to use the Chrysogrim, powered up Alucard Shield, Grand Cross, and the Ring of Varda, which raises your stats by a ton. Dracula died before he could even attack. That sounds about right, honestly. Anyways, we're gonna drop into the Ulrox's quarters and use the teleporter there to approach the super boss. I have never fought him before. Yeah, Molgothith, the queen. I considered making her channel mascot for a little bit, and the Discord icon, but, you know, then... then Sonic Shuffle broke. And now that's the Discord icon. This is not the way to the teleport room. Ho 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 ho! I love him. I love this sword. I'm gonna miss him. Look at how broken this weapon is. It's so good. Ooh, dark armor. We already have the best set of equipment in the game. Oh, so here's a fun thing I learned while grinding. You actually want... As strange as this sounds, you'd think you'd want to boost your luck stat to be able to get the Chrysogrim, but no. That actually has the opposite effect of making Shmoo drop his other drop, which is Ramen, way more. What you actually want to do is you want to have as low of a luck stat as possible, and then you want to have this, no, not this thing, this thing equipped. And it'll occasionally turn his other drops into his, like, rarer sword drop, which is the Chrysogrim. And it stacks, so you can get 2 of them. The second one I tried to get, but it wouldn't drop for some reason. This is not where I want to be. The second one is in the library. There's that passageway underneath the librarian. You can use the this in that passageway to slam yourself against the librarian, and occasionally he'll drop stuff. I got an 8 HP max up out of him, but he wouldn't drop anything else. So I honestly don't know where I'm supposed to get the second one, or... Oh good, we're there. If we're supposed to get the second one, really. But this thing without the cursor needs to say it was a much different fight than before. After a while, you'll say. Okay. Well, we'll just see what happens here, then. We'll be exploring this area. Again, I've seen nothing about this. Rune Sword, by the way, really good for attacking enemies on upwards ledges. There isn't a save point near here, I've just noticed. Librarian can eventually drop Dracula's tunic. I thought it was a hoax, but no, it's real. God, you have to, like, bully that man to get him to give you anything worthwhile, I swear. Because I did it to him no less than, like, 30 times, and he didn't drop anything. I think it's random. Although the first time you do it, you will get an HP max. I think the axe is probably going to be better. I've seen what the boss looks like. I haven't seen any of his attacks or anything. I just know what he looks like. And, like, oh my god. Oh, hey, there's a save point up here. Good. Good. We will need this. Wait, this is it? This is it for this direction? I seem to remember it going further. So, I'm assuming, that, these are enemies from the Kid Dracula game from here on out. I don't know which one specifically, because I've never played Kid Dracula, but... Oh, you can kill the cat after they turn into it. That's really, like, messed up. Wow, she responds exactly to my button press. The Rune Sword is not very well suited for this area in these enemies. Music here is also different from other areas. They really want you to know how screwed you are, yeah. Honestly, if I had approached here on accident, I would have assumed this is the final area. I mean, given what's here in the regular game, or like, the regular castle, Legion. I don't think Legion's required, though. I'm pretty sure he's entirely optional. Oh, oh! This is a very satisfying room. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, life max, heart max. Oh. This room's getting, funky. I see. They do just keep building it up. Oh. Attack potion. Shield potion. It's like, hey, by the way, you're gonna need a lot of this stuff. Ooh! Necklace of Jay! Jay, it's your necklace! Let's see what it does. Defense plus 5. Oh. Jay, your necklace sucks. I'm sorry. Oh no, oh, blood skeleton? Oh, I see. The color scheme of this entire area is shifting. Oh, look, another save point. Hopes it doesn't become too easy with that sword. Regardless, it should still be fun. Yeah, I mean, Symphony is a spectacle, if nothing else. Really captures that aesthetic of ancient, all-powerful god wakes up to fight Dracula. Because, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Here we are. There he is! Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh god! Wow, that isn't doing any damage. Hey look, I'm at his weak spot. Behind him. Galamoth? Bud? Galamoth. Galamoth, please! I did get him in a loop. Oh, you know what, here, I'll let him out of it. So we can show off more of the fight. Also, I have no idea how much HP he has. Probably a lot. Good God! Oh no! I guess now's a... Oh no! Galamoth, please! Oh. You demand a rematch? Alright. Oh, he drops a life max. Okay, we can do a rematch. We have a rematch. We have a save, like, literally right at this area. Heart max. I want to see what the item is, though. Like, what you get from doing this. Real quick. Ruby Circlet and Gas Cloud. Oh. Is this the ability I think it is? Oh, no! Alright, I have an idea for the rematch, though. Reset. We're gonna remove the dragon helm. We're just gonna swap that out for something else. Just so we can see him in a more favorable light. Yeah, we do need more pain. He's a super boss, for God's sake. I will say, comparatively to the other super bosses I've fought in my life, that one is a little underwhelming. You know, I'm used to Lingering Will. Granted, that's like the super boss to end all super bosses. Even Kingdom Hearts has never, or hasn't topped it until recently. I keep forgetting that Remind has something in it that makes people just go insane. Oh, hey, it tells you at the top we can do Richter mode. I might actually show that for, like, just a little bit. Anyways, immediately after this, Circle of the Moon won the poll, so we'll be doing Circle of the Moon after we beat him this second time. Alright, Dragon Helm. You know what? I'll equip our old friend the dumb sunglasses. Because that Dragon Helm's ability is unbelievably broken. Alright, here we go, the real fight. Yeah, see, the damage we're doing is halved now. Yep, and we take way more. Oh no. No, that still does one. And I'll do one more after this so I can show off the cheese strat. So I can show just how powerful the Chrysogrim really is. Yeah, it gets... The Rune Sword is so good, because if you can get it between his legs, it hits him 3 times. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no! Okay, we've locked him again. There. Oh, God. This attack is, like, really spooky, but it doesn't do any damage. What an enemy to put in the inverse Legion room, by the way. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's gonna kill me. Oh, God. Oh, God. Elixir. We're gonna re-equip the... Oh, God. Scrolling through the menu. Re-equip the Alucard shield. Oh, and he's locked again. It's so easy to get him in a lock! I guess this time I can talk about the lore behind this guy, because he's really interesting. This guy wants to take Dracula's throne, essentially, and he keeps coming up with different plans to do it. Galamoth here, he has a lot of weird abilities in the lore that you wouldn't think he has. One of which I believe being time travel. How much damage does the axe do? Oh. 1. It does 1 damage. Oh no. Oh god! Okay. Normally, how this goes is that he takes really tiny damage when hit anywhere except his head. Without something like your current sword, hitting it consistently is a fleeting dream. What I did was super jump through his staff as he cast lightning and rapidly stomp on his horn, but the hitbox is super picky and failure means you land in the lightning. Oh my god. Okay, so we've shown him normally. We've shown him with the rune sword, dragon head, cheese. Let's show him off with the Chrysogrim. Let's show how different of a fight that is from either of the past ones that we've done. You see, I love Galamoth because, as far as I can tell so far, it seems like the fight is entirely dependent on what you bring in as equipment, and if you bring in, like, anything that is even remotely subpar, you're gonna have a really tough time. Oh, no. By the way, this is the schmooze other drop. Lightning can be evaded if you misform the moment Alucard lands. Oh. Alright, so, this is the same fight being fought with this equipment. All of the absolute best equipment in the game. Okay, maybe don't intentionally get hit by these. And he's dead. Like, oh my god. So yeah, that was Galamoth. That was the super boss. We're gonna go ahead and get the gas cloud, and we're gonna save it. Alucard uses the super seizure powers to dice the guy's legs. So yeah, that's it for Symphony. We don't have anything else really left to do. We have a couple abilities we didn't get. Namely a couple of attack skills for our forms. Nothing super major. I think there's like a charge with the wolf, and there's one more with the bat. No, one more with the whatever it was. With the gas cloud. Show off Richter for a bit. Oh yeah, no, there's nothing to show. He's literally exactly the way he is in the opening. Complete with an incomplete story. There's not really a whole lot of reason to do a deep dive on Richter. I'm gonna save the deep dives for, like, extra modes on modes that really change the game up. So the main ones are gonna be Dawn of Sorrow and, maybe Curse of Darkness? Maybe? Otherwise, like, that's really it. Oh, we can go in here. We can see what's in this room. The diamond. Okay. Here, before we stop, we can hit reset and we can take a look at our final map percentage completion. Max is 200%, but to get 200%, you really have to try. For example, you can't get Dracula's room without using a library card during the Dracula battle, which is funny. Like, could you imagine just you finally show up to the final Dracula confrontation and Alucard's just like, alright, bye. And then he just leaves. And Dracula's just left there. Revived in the castle. Alright, what's our final percentage? 182.3. Oh, that's my other save file on the PS3. I don't know why it brought... Oh, that's why it brought that up. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take a short break just to set up the Wii U real quick. So it'll be just a moment. You know what? Actually, I have an idea. For one final send-off to Symphony, while I do that... We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use... a library card. And then we are going to equip here. We have somewhere to go, somewhere very important. broken this weapon is. Good God. Everything just dies in front of me. And if you're curious, yes, Dracula dies even faster than Galamoth did. He barely attacks. No, I am not. The librarian chair is really not all that interesting. It doesn't even have an animation for knocking him into the air. It just slides the sprite upwards. No, we have a different place to visit that I think is a worthy send-off for Symphony. Draken and Galamoth both have their HP listed as question mark. Oh! There we go! And this is where we'll leave Symphony. Oh, that I did not mean to do that while setting down my controller. There we go. This is where we're gonna leave Symphony. We're just gonna let Alucard snooze there for a while I set up the Wii U. So, I will be right back. Okay, so unfortunately it's time to say goodbye to Symphony. Very unceremoniously by me yanking out the HDMI cord. Oh, this HDMI cord's just barely not long enough to reach that far. Okay. Have to move the Wii U then. Alright, it can go down there. There. Oh, it's you bet it's Sonic Extreme? God, I wish. I wish it was Sonic Extreme. I would kill to have a copy of Sonic Extreme. Sadly, oh no. How? When did this Wii use? I literally just checked the battery on it and it was like fine, and now suddenly it's like screaming at me because it's on low. Yeah, wonderful. I love Wiimotes. They're great. Okay. God, I have to think. Do I have double A's? I'm gonna go and get some really quick. Am I the only one hearing that popping noise? It stopped. I'm going to assume it's on my end. Might be something wrong with the audio jack on my computer because it's weird. Anyways, I will be right back yet again because I have to go grab some batteries. I am back now with 100% more fan noise. Yeah, there's about a 10-degree temperature difference between where I am and the rest of the house, so I realized, wow, it's kind of like horrible in here. Alucard was getting restless for a moment when you turned into a wolf. Poor guy didn't want to go, but his time will come again, and for now he must sleep. Oh, it'll come again, alright. Yeah, no, that was me bumping the controller. Okay, so the next game is Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Unfortunately. So, more so than any others in the series. Alucard is a werewolf vampire slayer thingamajig. He's a vampire. Vampires have 3 transformation abilities in lore. All 3 of which Alucard gets, actually. Oh, this is like way farther in the game than we should be. How do I open the menu on this controller? Do I need the gamepad? Is the gamepad something I'll need? Oh god, fuck. I don't want to have to get out the gamepad! Those bars looks too similar to Dracula X. You should be worried. This game is a little bad. So I guess I'll be right back again. I have to go grab the gamepad and its charger. My god, the fetch quests never end, and this is real life. My god. Disconnected my mic there for a sec. Can I have a word with whoever at Nintendo was like, yeah, you know what? Let's have everything require this stupid gamepad. Reset, yes. And then we're actually going to go to settings. Oh, no thank you to that. Controller settings, there we go. Oh my god, it won't even let me use the classic controller to configure the classic controller. Oh god. So these are also set to A and B. How about we do Y to open the menu, or... Here's the thing, this game's gonna have a lot of really hard to use, awkward, and stiff abilities, and the Y button's gonna be, like, useful for those. Menu. We'll set it to X, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. Just a test. There we go, it works. Okay. So yeah, ooh, that's very loud. On my end, at least. We'll drop it just a little bit. This game's audio quality is not quite symphony level. Although I will admit, this title screen music is very impressive for the GBA. Let's see, do I have... Oh, no. Okay. Also, don't take that as like, oh man, he's back in this game. I entered that as a filler name. I don't even know what the bonus character in this game is, because honestly, I've never finished it. I have never beaten this game. Alright, we're just gonna name it what the main character's name actually is. Nathan. Oh boy, an opening text crawl. It is 1830 at an old Austrian castle. From the worshippers of chaos rise the plea for the return of the... God, could you... a little faster, please. Return of the Lord of Darkness. Just a heads up, nothing in this game is canon. Iga actually hates this one and does not consider it canon. Actually, it's 154. Oh, right, yeah, Camilla is the main villain of this game. Sort of. We crave the presence of the embodiment of suffering, the ruler of darkness. Really channeling my inner symphony voice actor for this. Yeah, another Legends deal. I have waited for this moment, to be awake again, to bask in darkness and feel the moonlight within. Dracula, what does that mean? Removed from canon due to game quality. I mean, it also doesn't make any sense lore-wise, and you'll see why later. First off, Dracula here being evil in the year 1830 doesn't make any sense, because, you know, Alucard has an effect on him later. And that's like the main thing that really alters Dracula in this. Count Dracula, I am honored to be in your presence. Indeed, though I lack my full power. By the way, that's a bullshit lie. A piece of lore for Dracula is that the older he appears, the more powerful he is. So Symphony is, of course, his most powerful appearance because he's a decrepit old man. Yeah, good dialogue. But anyways, he should be incredibly powerful here. We are preparing the right to replenish your power. Stop. You cannot be allowed to taint the world. You, I remember, You were one of the vampire killers that sealed me. You want to give Camilla the Cammy voice? I wish I could do that voice so everyone on stream could, like, hear it and understand. Dracula, I can taint whatever I please. Let's see, you've aged. It is our duty to see you banished. Amusing. To use my nemesis's life to return my power. God, I fucking love voicing Dracula. I have no use for children. Be gone. And then he just fucking yeets us, and this is how the game starts. Hugh, Nathan, Master. This is just how the game starts, by the way. Don't just say someone has aged like that. Yeah, rude, Dracula. No creatures around here. Hugh, are you okay? Yeah, we were just brushed aside and ignored. We have to find Master. I'll go. He's my father. Nathan, you'll be in the way. Just get out of here. Rude. Alright. Oh, wait, no. I want to find Master as much as anybody. Okay, it's like blending into like the white on the side there a little. Anyways, time to talk immediately about what sets this game in the bad category. Is it apparent yet? Have you noticed how slow and stiff this man is? Alright, let's try jumping. Oh, look at that. Floaty moon jump that barely covers any distance. And attacking? Slow as shit. By the way, in case you're wondering what style this game would be in, it is indeed a Metroidvania. I jump like a rabbit? Yeah. That ain't no fluid Alucard movement. Exactly. This game, you can clearly tell they were trying for Baby Symphony, and instead what we got was... Oh, Salamander card. Okay, this is the system that makes this game what it is. Each Castlevania game tends to focus around one gimmick from here on out, whereas Symphony's gimmick is more or less good game. The other ones try something new each time. This one is the dual set system, I believe they call it. So you open the menu, and you open up the DSS menu, and you can select an action and an attribute. These cards normally drop randomly from things. Yeah, no effect currently, sadly. But if we get another card, we can probably show that off really early, actually. Getting it dropped early like this is hard. Symphony's gimmick is that it's fucking weird and illogical, yeah. But that's what makes it good. Notice that the health is now a bar instead of anything that actually shows you how much health you have. So, like, say what you will about Symphony not having a health bar, it's fucking useful. Like that little counter. Anyways, time for decent music. Oh no. Yeah, and as you can see, we start with a lot of abilities that you have to wait for much later in Symphony to get. Things like seeing damage numbers and seeing enemies' names. All these things that didn't need to be upgrades are now not upgrades. Notice that we can't actually attack the ground anymore, so enemies like that poison worm are just a problem. Good idea to make the game's design, or Gage's design, the one from Dracula X, very welcoming, yeah. Let's see, let's take a look at the map. Where are we on it? Very bottom, basically. This game is gonna get weird with the things you have to do in it. Oh, look. Can't go up there. Assume you can't do the C4 limp whip thing? Nope. You do this. Which is cool in its own... Oh, look, a sub-weapon. They suck. As disappointing as that is... We really don't want to get caught by these guys because poison is a nasty, nasty status in this game. It's like that except worse. Okay, yeah. Let's see, did we miss a room up there? We sort of did. Can we get up back up there yet? I don't think we can, actually. Oh, no. Man, how could anyone not love this game with how exhilarating it is? That item is not worth getting poisoned over. And yes, level up still return. This is very much so a prototype for what the series would eventually become later. Sort of scaled back Symphony, more than anything. Eventually we'll hit the DS games and the games will get their scope back, but we'll never get anything quite as good as the Inverted Castle ever again. Sadly. There's a good reason why Symphony is considered the best game in this series. Although, it's not going to be all bad. Not all of the Game Boy... Oh, we can't interact with that. Not all of the Game Boy Advance games are this bad. Also, no dodging! At all, actually. You're gonna see, they really tried to make Nathan here I guess an expansion of the Belmont moveset, which is weird because he's not a Belmont. And I'm pretty sure we have the Vampire Killer equipped. Yeah, it says it right at the top. So, we do have the Vampire Killer, it's just because we aren't a Belmont, you know. Ooh! Mercury! Okay. Hey, we can finally do something. You have to use the combinations to figure them out. So, you use the L button to activate them, and would you look at that? At the cost of our MP, we now deal max damage to the Bone Men. This is the system that makes this game what it is, and honestly, it's the best part of the game, except for the fact that these cards aren't guaranteed drops ever, so you could just go through the whole game not knowing what this is. Ever. Oh shit. Fair fight, yep. Level 2 me versus level, like, a billion Earth Demon. Honestly, because you feel so limited in this game as opposed to Symphony, a lot of enemies just feel really unfair in it. There we go. Oh yeah, I should probably actually, like, change it to Circle of the Moon on the thing. You know, that might be a thing. Circle of the Moon. There we go. Wow, it doesn't even have an image on Twitch. It's just the generic game box. Amazing. Alright, now we get the dash boots. This is an ability that they will be expanding upon a lot. We can now double tap to run. This will be required to make a lot of jumps. Okay, and I believe... Might as well equip that. Nope. Nothing else. Ooh. You know what? I'll take 2 of those. Okay, make sure we aren't dropping any frames here. No, I should definitely clarify as we move forward. Don't get worried that we're gonna hit a wall where it's like, oh shit, he hasn't finished this game? Okay, we're just gonna hit a section where this is blind. Because I've seen all the content in this game, I've played all of it. What I haven't done is I haven't beaten the final boss, because he's awful. It's legitimately one of the worst fights in the series. And from what I've seen, the fanbase seems to agree. You know, we haven't, like, hit a save point yet. Also, apparently the Game Boy Advance can't handle transparency, because the map is not transparent. Is there a save point near here? There should be. There's no way they're going to require me to go this entire route without healing items or the ability to save, right? Maybe it's down there? Well, I can pass through this wall here. Hey, HP up. MP up. Okay. Unlike in Symphony, where HP max-ups, like, are full heals as well, not the case. From what I remember, it just keeps your HP exactly the same. So it leads to weird moments where it looks like the bar is actually decreasing when it is supposed to be increasing. That requires the slide. We can't do anything about that just yet. Nope, can't do anything about that. This game, I hate to keep remarking about how weird it is, because it is really weird. There's the save point. This game feels like you start off as a super nerfed Belmont. Like, you literally start off with Simon from Castlevania 1's moveset. But eventually, you have to, like, work your way up using, you know, Metroidvania magic to, being, like, you know, what the other games have. But it feels bad because, you know, other games, you just feel so overpowered right from the start. Or, not overpowered, you know. It's Castlevania, but you feel like you have a lot of options right from the start. Whereas in this game, you have nothing. You have jump and you have attack. And that's really it. I almost jumped into that while trying to avoid it. Alright, looks like we're going to be heading up even more. So up here there should be new stuff. Ooh, another MP max. Oh look, it's the meatballs. They're supposed to be spirits, but they just look like meatballs. Like submerged in spaghetti sauce. Yeah, this game is not great. And yeah, yummy. But, you know, let's at least we'll give it a chance. We'll let it see if it can like change my mind. I doubt it will, because I've given this game almost 2 playthroughs now. And, again, never finished it. For very good reason. Okay, is there... I could have sworn there was supposed to be a boss already, but... who knows? Maybe I walked past it. There's another level up. Here, level ups and equipment, like, you know, the wristbands and stuff, are gonna be our main form of gaining stats, because we cannot change other pieces of equipment. Also, notice, no cash is dropping. No shop. There are potions, you just have to grind for them. I believe this game is the first one that makes it so you can only have a max of 9. Guess we'll just continue in this direction. We'll see. We'll see when something shows up for us to fight. I don't think we can do too much in this room right now. We can continue downwards. Ooh, heart max up. That's a good item. Symphony's intro after the prologue had a very clear and deliberately crafted purpose. You're an ultra-powerful badass charging into the Grand Castle, ready for anything. This is the new Alucard. Then death comes in, robs you of your power, and now you're weak. You gotta restore Alucard, and it makes sense, or it makes for a memorable intro. This game had the makings for a memorable intro, but it doesn't follow it up with anything good, really. Because, like, you're just like, oh, look, I gotta go save my master now. And it clearly sets you up as, like, oh, you're the like, runt, essentially, you know? You're not the person who's, like, the top pick for beating Dracula. And I like that about it, you know? For once, it's not Chosen One versus Dracula, it's, random boy versus Dracula. By the way, that's, like, really all we know about, Nathan here. Oh, that's a boss room. Okay, we found it. Fuck. Hoppers. This game doesn't have knockback, does it? You know, that might be part of what's contributing to the stiffness, and more MP. Cool. That's like never what I want, game. I just want HP, please. I highly doubt we're gonna hit a save point by here. So we might as well try and fight the boss. Because... oh, wait. Yeah, no, we might as well try. I don't see anywhere a save point could be around here. Also, this game is killer to play on your hands, too. Because notice, in between every jump, you have to double tap. Alright, first boss. So that's how much we do with our cards. Okay, so the cards don't offer enough of a difference. Oh shit. Lightning orbs. Kind of getting my ass kicked right here. Oh, this one, I believe I want... yeah, off of the floor. Oh, okay. After Dracula yeets this guy into a pit, your next move is running through a cave. You know, just a cave, nothing too crazy. It's almost calming. Yeah. By the way, there's finally a continue button. Don't get used to it. It does nothing, by the way. We lost all that progress. All of it. Wonderful, right? This game's save points are very sparse. To almost an insulting level. So we're gonna have to be playing through the same areas of the castle a lot. Yeah, by continue, they do mean go fuck yourself. They just mean don't go back to the title screen. This is sort of an issue now, but trust me, it's gonna get a lot worse later. Again, I have never finished this game. Might as well look around, see if I can find, like, maybe HP max up, maybe a couple pieces of equipment that'll be good for... nope, just more MP. Gee, thanks. I have more of the one stat in this game that I don't need. This DSS system is going to make or break the game for anyone who plays it, honestly. You're either going to like it and get a lot of good drops, or you're gonna get, like, none, and you're gonna be like, alright, so I'm just getting fucked by this system. Got it. And notice, there's not actually all that many cards. There's 20 total. And they're all dropped by very specific enemies. Granted, you're likely to get one towards the beginning of the game, but you're not, like guaranteed to get any. That's a good level up. Yep, right there. I say we run back and forth between the boss room and the save point. Oh, no, there's one right here. The fuck, how'd we miss this? Or how'd I miss this? It was me being blind that missed it. Alright, we're gonna take no damage getting there, alright guys? No damage. Oh look, another wristband. And I'm set up to take damage immediately. Do we have to? Yeah, we have to. Yep. Good. I'll take that heart max up that's in here. Turns out there's actually a ton of save points and I somehow missed them all. There's just an overabundance. Trust me though, this game is going to turn into a nightmare later because it's going to give you abilities and you're just going to look at them and be like, wait, what? Where do I use this? Like, there's one of them that has no direct benefit to your moveset at all. In any way. None. Might as well equip that. Good defense boost. Like, literally, you picking it up before and after are completely the same. And so you look at it, and you're like, what the fuck? What is this supposed to do? And its description is something like, purifies water or something like that. And to this day, I don't remember how I progressed from there and how I used that. Considering the other worst Castlevania bosses, I'm excited to see this game's new worst one. Yeah. Like, think of the doppelganger, right? Worse. Oh, knew he was gonna do that. Okay. Oh, thanks. Can I... Oh, I can. I wonder how much, like, damage this guy takes. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. And he stomped on me. Good. Good boss. Yep. Definitely don't feel completely worthless. Oh, no. At least I'll probably have more than 4 hits. Yeah. I have to grind for that cotton piece of clothing, though. Like, the current, like, card setup I have doesn't even deal all that much damage to this set of enemies. Or to that boss. Ooh, that actually is way better. We're gonna go back and we're gonna save that we got that, because that's not common, I don't think. Granted, by the end of the game, we'll probably have, like, 40 of those, but... Considering, you know, skeletons are fairly common. Even in Symphony, as we saw. Oh shit, there's a moth up against my window. Hello, moth friend. Go away. Alright, down this way. Do you like the possibility of getting sniped from off-screen? by these winged guys throwing their whatevers. Might as well go in here. See, they didn't drop the clothes this time. But we got the leather armor, so that's good enough. Hopefully that'll give me more of a chance against the boss. Yeah, this game's great. Can get in. By the way, if you're curious about the music in this game, this right here is actually the boss theme from Castlevania 64. So if you're wondering which game sort of, you know, gave us a ton of this one soundtrack, it's Castlevania 64 for the most part. Oddly enough. You know, I'd accept this game taking place in the 64 universe. Considering, actually, the Dracula design's very similar, so who knows, maybe it's a 64 design thing. Although, from what we've seen, Iga still likes 64, and that still kind of considers it canon in a way. Even though it has plot details that directly conflict with other games. Pretty sure, like, the year of it taking place is one of them. Oh, shit. Alright, let's activate our, It's so finicky, by the way, the system, like, activating it. I can't activate it. Is it not set? It isn't set. There we go. You have to be holding perfectly still, and even then, sometimes, it doesn't work. Hey, we got him! Did you expect to drop or something? Oh, no. No, the door just opens. And then in the next room, you get the item. Double! Another jump. From here on out, the game's gonna look a lot more smooth. Not so much more, but, you know, not symphony smooth, but it's gonna look better. And if we head back this way, actually, we should hit a coffin that spawns infinite mummies? I don't remember this. Oh, 2 of them. Good. 3 of them. Should actually kill them and, yeah, really quickly with, the flame whip. Should have made it like CV2 where you could just walk past him, but killing him drops something important. Yeah. We're gonna keep the holy water. From here on out, the holy water sees a big nerf. As in, it's never good again, I don't think. Here, let's take a look at what it looks like in this. Yeah. That lasted quite a while. Let's try it on the next enemy we see. Oh, and we're back here. Okay. Okay, that is not the direction I was meant to jump up there in. Alright, so now the Abyssal Stairway. Funny to see that in the game, of the 3 bosses, Death himself was the only optional one. Yeah. It's because Death knows that if Simon does it slightly too slow, but not slow enough, he will, you know, he'll just win anyways. Okay, so this area, if I drop down here, it takes me right back, but I have access to this room now. That's the HP max up! Did it refill my whole HP? I seem to remember this game being really bad about that. Yeah, it did. And of course, that gives us more map completion. That slope makes it look like there's something up there on that side, but there's not. Alright, now for the most boring enemy in the area in the game. Finally found you, Belmont, but go ahead, enter Castlevania. I'm looking the other way. I'll go for a little bit longer than normal tonight on this game, just because I want to, you know, I want to show it a little bit more. Heading up this way. Save room, maybe? Yeah! I'm looking forward to the next two games after this one, because they're gonna take, you know, fast Belmont as like a challenge, and they're gonna see if they can do it right this time, as opposed to this game, which did not. Also, shout out to the living winged skeleton over here. Hey, look, leather armor again. Simon could have lived if he just didn't resurrect Dracula. That's true. You know, in a few games here, we're actually going to be seeing a character who is directly related to Simon. It's one of the only times Simon will ever get mentioned outside of his games, oddly enough. Gotta love that super long pause for the level up. Ooh! Oh, mind restore. Okay. Later games in the series, like, hell, Symphony uses blue potions, so every time I see the blue shit, I'm like, oh, that's health. It's not health. It's just disappointment. His name will be Todd. Believe it or not, his name is actually somehow dumber than just naming him Todd or some generic shit. Let's just say Simon can't name children. Fucking at all. There's the holy water. Moonchild Belmont. Dumber. Believe it or not. It is possibly one of... Oh, by the way, we're back at the top. It is quite possibly one of the dumbest names I've ever seen. It's actually impressive. Oh, actually, if we go down this way, I'm pretty sure we hit a cutscene. Nope. Just this door. We're back at the room that they dropped us in. So it's not even like that they're building it up as like a climb back up the tower. No. No. It's just lame. Anyways, no, it is not Alucard with sunglasses, Belmont. Believe it or not, it drops the intelligence score even more. Ooh, Triumph Hallway. This place seems scary. Let's not. God, the enemies in this game aren't even a fucking challenge. Dumb Belmont. You're on the right track, actually. You guys ready for the name of the character? Because it's gonna fucking astonish you that there is a character in a canon Castlevania game named this. Just Belmont. That's his name. J-U-S-T-E. Just Belmont. Belmont. Yeah, no, it's just Belmont. Sadly, the game isn't voice acted, so we don't know if it's pronounced just or juiced or... God, I can't even... Both of them would be terrible, because it's either just Belmont or Juice Belmont. Wow, I dropped like a fucking rock there. Yeah, it is really dumb. And believe it or not, his game is actually really good. You wouldn't think it'd be good, but it's like really solid. Definitely in comparison to this one. Hey, another level up. What level are we? 7. How could you go wrong with Juiced? Juice Belmont is my favorite Belmont. We should actually be really close to a warp room, actually. Oh, those lightning skeletons, by the way, obnoxious as hell. And we're gonna be dealing with them for the entire game. Warp room here, maybe? No. Belmont got juiced. It's really sad that even into this first area, or this, God, it's not even the first area. Even into this, like, what, third area of the game? The enemies are still dying in one hit. Hey, there we go, HP increase. It's actually kind of pathetic. And I literally just ran through that one, and I didn't take enough damage to care. Amazing. We have one more room left to check. Okay. Looks like we have to go down a little bit more. Nope. Then later a basic skeleton gets 100,000 HP. Ha ha. Ha. Funny you should mention that. Not necessarily anything about a basic skeleton, but, or, like, its HP. But the skeleton is one of the most broken entities in this game. We'll see why later. Let's just say it's gonna be the key to actually finishing this game. It and a lot of RNG. Like, my god, including a game that's this luck-dependent should be a crime. God, it's only getting hotter in my room, and it's, like, almost midnight. What the hell? Oh yeah, while I have people here, I should mention, tomorrow night is the official start of Shadow the Hedgehog, so if you want to see me lose my absolute fucking mind for a little while, that's when to do it. Creating games that do to canons what Shadow did to Sonic's should be punishable by death. He'll be the key to gameplay, but outside of random skeleton being tied to the good ending being funny to me. Just like, Nathan, you didn't kill this one skeleton, so he's gonna kill you. There's nowhere else we can go in this area, I don't think. So let's go through that termination hallway, or not the termination hallway, I think it's the Triumph hallway? Let's go through that. Oh, we can't do anything with that. Yeah, Shadow's entire OST is fucking incredible. That game is not. Clinking, man. Okay. These walls don't look like they're part of the background. Well, the wisp is gone. Oh, hey. Had a gut feeling that there was something up there. Oh. Good. The flea men can't turn around. Good. Wow, another wristband. Thanks, game. You know, nice touch that this is the opening area from every other game in the series. And yet you visit it later in this game. I like that. I am not going to be able to win that. That's for fucking sure. Oh, God. We'll probably level up if we kill him, honestly. Oh. Oh, why does he throw that so far? Hey, I'll take the cross. It's probably better in this game. You like the OST so far for this game? Yeah, OST's quite nice. Nice, nice Game Boy Advance soundtrack. Hero Shadow, even if I'm not real, I'm still the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow. Who am I? Why does the name Shadow haunt me? I'm not convinced the Shadow from Shadow the Hedgehog is, like, the one from Heroes. I'm convinced they're different characters. I don't know what happens to the one from Heroes, and frankly, I don't care. That one is just off, living his best life, I guess. You know what? He's the one from 06. The one from Shadow the Hedgehog is a non-canon entity that we'll refer to as, not Shadow. Because I genuinely, like, the plot of Shadow the Hedgehog is so fucking stupid that I genuinely don't think it's actually canon. It's a terrible plot. Also, throwing the cross is back. It's no longer Grand Cross. A shadow of his former self, yeah. Huh, you know, it doesn't... I thought this game displayed map completion, but, that must have been a later one. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of a later one. Where do we want to go from here? We can head down here. No, we can't. Alright, let's try near the save point. Let's see if there's anything near there. See, you'll notice as we move forward that the games from here on out, they're gonna get a lot more bite-sized. Which unfortunately, in the case of this game, means that they're gonna get way more railroady. There's really only gonna be like 1 or 2 paths that we can take at any given moment. So, really, progressing and... Oh, we're going the wrong way. Actually, no, we can head in here. See what's over this way. Kill the screaming slimes. Hey, look, he dropped a piece of armor we already have. And we can't go this way. Awesome! Thanks, Circle of the Moon! So we're gonna head back that way, and we're gonna head up one more set. Okay, I have to go all the way around. Of course I do. Quick, extend the playtime by making every room a fucking labyrinth. I will admit, this game looks very good for a Game Boy Advance game. It's got really nice, detailed backgrounds. Like, look at that fucking portrait. It looks amazing. And as a good OST, The problem really is it's all in the gameplay. Just head straight from here. That must be the save room right here. Gonna hit that. Save that map completion. Let's head up first. Let's see what's up there. Oof. Now, I know for a fact this one's gonna be one of the shorter entries. Okay, yeah, we really can't do anything about that. Like, even the other Game Boy Advance games are gonna be way longer than this one. And we're in the outer wall. This is an area we will be... Oh, he sniped me. This is an area we're going to be, returning to quite often, actually. So a lot of abilities we're going to get that's going to make this place, in particular, way easier to traverse. But for now, it's basically going to be a straight shot through it. And that's a regular potion, the first one we've seen in the entire game. We're going to be grinding those later. It's just an inevitable part of this game. Needing potions all the time. There's some bosses in this game that can honestly only adequately be described as bullshit. God, speaking of bullshit, we can't do anything with this right here, but just know it's going to be a problem. By the way, do we have... No, we don't. I was wondering if we had access to the bestiary. We don't at the moment. We do not need the knife. We have better knife. Looks like we can only head down here. You see, one of the improvements that this game made that I honestly really appreciate, and every other game in the series from here on out is going to keep this improvement. Ega to Legends, Circle of the Moon, and Saturn Symphony can only adequately be described as bullshit. One of the things that this game included that was such an improvement over even Symphony, like, you can actually tell when you're entering a boss room now, which is crazy. Symphony, you just kind of, you get the disc stutter. That's what happens. That's how you know you're entering a boss. With this game, you have the door, which is really nice. By the way, fun fact, fast disk load speed is actually the PS3 setting to have it so it, like, loads in the entire disk at once into RAM. That is actually disabled for Symphony because of that stutter for bosses. Oh shit, warp room. I don't know where it's gonna spit us out. Probably back in the same spot. Oh no, it didn't. That's surprising. Yeah, so warp rooms in this game work exactly like they do in Symphony. Open that up, and now we have access to the warp room here whenever we need it. Okay, we're gonna want to head to the right here? Maybe down. Let's see what's below us. I don't think we can actually get there. Yeah, nope. Okay. This game is such a downgrade from Symphony. Oh, it hurts me. We're gonna save after hitting that warp point. Just so no shenanigans can happen and I don't lose it. Anything below us? Oh! Oh! It's the pillar face! Devil Tower. This game has quite a few enemies in it that actually never show up again, I'm pretty sure. The ball of poisonous snakes being one of them, Devil Tower being another. It's one of the few games in the series that is completely original and doesn't pull from Symphony, for all of its sprites, oddly enough. You see, after this game, Konami cut their budget a bunch, and they were no longer able to commission as many sprites as they wanted to, so they just decided, fuck it. We'll just, we'll reuse Symphony sprites for a good chunk of the later games. And that's just how it happened. By the way, are there multiple moons in the background of this area? No? Okay, good. Just checking, because there was one in the background, and I was thinking, like, man, wouldn't it be something if there just was another one with no explanation? The Devil Towers are really annoying if you leave them be, by the way. I don't know how I guessed that. I swear, I don't know where the breakable wall pieces are in this game. I just kind of saw that and was like, what happens if I whip it? Hey, we can cut down the number of whips we need by turning on the cards. By the way, notice we haven't gotten a single card in this entire area. Yeah, that's gonna happen a lot. Like, constantly, actually. Oh my god. Hey, boss room. I'm gonna keep the cross. And can't do anything about that. Let's just fight the boss. Which one is this? Oh no. Oh no. Extraordinary to be dropped into the abyss and still live. But your luck is about to run out. Get out of my way! Child, before I finish you, I will tell you some news. Your precious master is already in our power. What? God, I love bad voice acting when I have an excuse to do it. That old man will feed us with his soul. The rite has been prepared, and we only await the full moon. Wait a minute, we saw a full moon in the background of that last room. You know what? No one tell them. No! Alright, yeah, so this boss is the Necromancer, and I seem to remember him being really fucking annoying. So, we'll see how he goes. Oh, don't want him facing me for that. Oh, okay. Just enemies. I'm gonna turn on the DSS system here. See how much damage the flame whip I have does. Not much. But it's more. Okay. I'm amazed those orbs touching me don't deal damage. Is that it? Oh! Oh, no. Well, we have a couple potions, just in case this gets a little too dangerous. Oh, fuck! Skeletons! Gonna go ahead and... Oh, shit. Hey, he's dead. Go ahead and turn off... Oh, no. I know Master is still alive. Hold on. I'll be there. Though, where is Hugh? Okay. You know, that's a good question. None of the monsters we passed by have been dead yet. Anyways, yeah, so this is one of the more ridiculous moves that we're gonna get. Tackle. Hit R while running, and you just launch yourself forward. We now have the ability to break through blocks. We gotta get back to a save point here. Hugh's probably the super boss. I don't think there's actually an optional boss in this game. I think we're gonna end up exploring most of the castle on our own. Which is disappointing as fuck, by the way. Oh shit. By the way, we are really low on hearts. No, I still want the cross. It's the most useful item. Probably in this game, honestly. There we go. Not as disappointing as Richter mode in Symphony. Yeah, I guess. Adding a super boss would just mean we'd have to fight something that's incredibly hard using this stiff-ass control scheme. So, there we go, back to the save point. At least in the Saturn one, you can give him the outfit he was supposed to have. Oh, really? You should send me an image of that. We can take a look at it later, or I can just look it up. Can we pass through here yet? No. There's a lot to this room, despite the fact that it looks like just a power-up room. Anyways, there's several locations we can go visit now. Those lightning skeletons still deal a ton of damage. Okay, probably gonna want to go down here? Yeah, probably down here. I don't know, that actually probably won't take me where I want to go. Let's head to the warp room. That'll take me where I want to go, at the very least. Or no. The fastest way to where I want to go is actually through here. You know what? I'll take it. Straight through here. You know, I don't know if the tackle actually hurts enemies, and I still don't know. Nope. Hey, it does. That's good. That bomb damaging me was really delayed. Probably forgot to mention that. Richter's portrait is him wearing something totally different to his usual Rondo attire. Yeah. Oh no! We're poisoned! I can actually show off the effects of this. It's a very annoying status condition that just sort of saps your health over time. Which, you know, you'd expect, but because you don't have a whole lot of health in this game, It also lingers for quite a while, if I remember right. Yeah. It drained me of a lot of HP. Look, a fire version of that girl in, Symphony. Let's see, the outfit is shown when you meet him in the Coliseum. Nowhere else. Saturn version, fix it so he always wears the other clothes when you fight him. Oh. The Saturn version of that game is a weird beast. You wouldn't even think it exists, you know? A game that popular on Saturn? What? Hit another save point over here. Alright, and again, we have way more locations we can visit here. It's just about midnight. I'll probably go till, like, the next save point. Wherever that may be. So let's try heading down here, and then we can head... straight through here. Nope, can't do anything about that one yet. Okay, where else can we try? We can try directly below us. I don't think we can do anything above us just yet, but we can do stuff below us. And then there's also stuff all the way down at the bottom we can do. There's a lot we can do in this game, honestly. A lot of it's just gonna lead to random bonuses and items, you know, health ups and stuff. It's typically just one-room passageways. But it's still stuff to do nonetheless, which, by the way, only muddies the water more when you get, like, later in the game, and you just have to, like, remember every little spot. It's one thing Symphony does very well. There's a lot of branching paths you can take. There's not one route through Symphony, but there is one route through this game. It's... yeah, it's a companion piece, not a replacement. I'd agree with that. But again, you know, game goes for a lot of money. Ooh, wait! This is where we're supposed to go. This is an area I believe we can finally properly explore. Oh no, it's blue meatballs? Oh god, they're blue balls. Oh no. Another level up there. What level are we? 12? Okay. You're gonna notice that this game begins to wind down way before we're ever gonna feel like it actually properly started. Nope, don't want to go in there. I want to explore up here. It's one thing I noticed when I was trying to play through this. Symphony is very long, and coming fresh off of Symphony... Oh, this is not an area we want to be in just yet. I don't think. We're going to want to explore this area a little bit more. Also, a lot of areas back-to-back reuse the same songs. You know, especially in the opening area of this tower. We're going to be hearing this one a lot, and we can't do that yet. Alright. Looks like we have to head to the machine tower. Good song here. Okay, we can't do anything about that from that side. Save point around here? Yeah! Might as well take it. We'll go for a little bit longer. HP max. Good. Oh. Alright, yeah, we got Petrify. Oh, can we slide? We can slide! I thought that was an unlockable ability in this game, honestly. I'm gonna go after this, and I'm gonna refresh myself as to what the abilities are, because I genuinely don't remember most of them. There's a lot of weird ones. Oh, we do not want the time stopper. There's a lot of, like, weirder ones. This game is more experimental, I guess, than, other Vanias of its kind that'll tend to just copy things like, you know, random stuff from Symphony or different movement options that would, like, make sense. This game gets weird. I'm curious what the reviews for this game were like at the time. If people generally kind of liked it, or what, you know? I mean, as far as Game Boy Advance Metroidvanias go, I'm pretty sure this was the first. Not 100% sure on that, but I think this predates Zero Mission? Oh no. Fuck! This area is very annoying. If not just because the platform cycles take forever to line up. And then from there you have to wait for the Medusas to fucking lay off. I'll take the axe. It's probably more useful than the Holy Water, honestly. Holy Water got a really big damage nerf in this game. It doesn't hit quite as fast anymore, and it also deals significantly less damage. They just nerfed it all around, which is sad because it's like the best sub-weapon in Symphony. See, was there a room back there? There was. Oh. Can't go in there just yet. Another save point. I feel like the Holy Water was sort of made to be OP if you could use it properly. It was. Yeah. Oh, look. Can I hit him from here? Good. This is the classic Vania game from hell, honestly. Like, ignoring all the other classic Vanias from hell, this one, like, merged the classic Vania format with, like, Symphony, and created something that is just ungodly. Classic Vania from a different hell, yeah. Classic Vania, but you have to keep retreading the same ground over and over again. Alright, let's see. We have 7 leather armors. We do... wow, a 100-point increase to int. Let's do that, because that'll really power up our DSS system. I'm pretty sure that's what that's for. something up here? Yeah, there is. And then down here... Oh, boy. Alright, it does nothing. I'm pretty sure we can actually go into that thing by... Yep, we can. Oh god, lightning demon. Fuck. Game, he is not a thunder demon. He's not producing sound. He's lightning. Get it right, gosh. Alright. Oh! Manticore! Okay, let's see what it does. A poison whip. Okay. That's disappointing. Okay, I'm not fighting that Thunder Demon again. No, thank you. I guess I have to. Gonna reactivate that. Oh boy, there's two. My favorite. I might have to show off how potions work in this game here soon. Yeah. Oh. I'll use one anyways. So, you just go down to use, you hit potion, and God, I forgot these things are garbage. They heal for nothing. Alright, we'll probably stop once we get back to a save point. Which is... not far from here. I don't know, you guys want to see if we can find one more boss, maybe, tonight? Okay, that's not going to help against her. Ooh, the game's chugging. Sure? Okay. We'll press onward, see if we can find a boss then. There's a save point right up here. Hit that. There we go. Don't know how far into this area a boss is, but like, what, we fought 2 bosses in this much of the map? Like, that is ridiculous. So there should be another one relatively close by, right? Now, one thing I've never been able to figure out why it happens, Nathan turns green when he gets hit sometimes, and I'm not really sure what that means. There is nothing this way. Maybe there's a boss in that room? Guess we'll head back there. Maybe there's one up there. Hit the save point again, just so we don't lose the fact that we visited that room. Even if there was nothing in it. Okay, so we could either head up here. Let's try heading up here. Because the other room's kind of like treated as like a secret, so... And also, it's way harder to get back from there than it will be from wherever we're heading. Okay, this game does have knockback. So unfortunately, earlier when we got hit, it looks like we just didn't get knocked back for some reason. But no, now we get to suffer in full. Get the true Classicvania experience. Get bullied off of platforms by Medusa heads. The way Castlevania should be. I can't wait till we get to the reboot trilogy, so finally I can share my complete and total disgust with them with people. Because I hate those games. Quite a bit. Okay, there's an area there. Oh yeah, there's a reboot. Castlevania got a fucking reboot. And it's bad. They happened in 2012 to 2014. They're, like, insultingly bad, actually. God, there better be something good at the end of this freaking hallway. Nope. Okay, so head... Which direction? I'm kind of tempted to head back because of how much damage we've taken. Let's see what's in this way. MP max. Not super useful. Am I poisoned? Yes. Okay, that's dangerous. Let's head back to the save point, just so we can not die. The rooms in this game are such clusterfucks, like, honestly. There's honestly almost too much happening in some of them. But yeah, the reboot trilogy, if you want to, like, look into it, it's called the Lords of Shadow trilogy, and it's... Castlevania at its worst, honestly. You see, instead of doing something like, okay, so it was what, 2012? Dark Souls was on the scene. It wasn't quite popular yet, but it was on the scene, you know? They could have done something like that, which would have fit the Castlevania brand really well. They didn't, though. Silk Robe. Equip that. Instead, the series they decided to rip off for the reboot trilogy was God of War. And I do not understand. We'll continue exploring that upper room if we can get there. Oh yeah, they got 3 games. The first one is probably the best one, but that's not saying a whole lot. The first one is just establishing the world, and it's showing off a lot of what they're going to be including in the new Castlevania series. And then the second one is a 3DS game that was eventually ported to PS3 and Xbox 360 called Mirrors of Fate. And it's really bad. It's probably the worst one. It's a really non-committed Metroidvania game, I guess. It does a bunch of weird, dumb, bad shit with the Metroidvania mechanics. Like, imagine if in Symphony, you had to play the game as a mixture of Alucard, Richter, Maria, and I don't know, like some other person, right? And instead of like switching between characters on the fly, like in 3, you know, that thing that fans of the series would appreciate. Instead of doing anything like that, you just have to switch between them when the story tells you to. And all 3 of them take place in the same castle at different points in time, and they don't share the map. And some areas are only accessible by some characters. So, you can never have a completed map. Ever. I think post-game there's, like, the ability to complete a map, or one of them. I think it's the Simon one. I'm not really sure, though. But yeah, instead of doing the legwork to, you know, define the whole Belmont's fight Dracula thing, they just do it all in one game. They just showed 3 different Belmonts fighting Dracula. It's frankly insulting. It's a neat concept, I'll give them that, but it would be better as a Classicvania, not as a Metroidvania. But nah, they wanted that Metroidvania dollar, I guess. Anyways, we're at the next boss, so this boss will be it for tonight. Oh, there it is. I was worried there for a sec. Activator thing, 14. Doesn't do a whole lot. Let's try DSS, and we're gonna try the Poison Whip. That's really bad. We got Simon, Trevor, Richter, Christopher, Soleil, no, we only need 3 Belmonts. Yeah, no, I think the 3 playable characters in that game are Simon, Trevor, and Richter? I think? And they really changed Simon. Like, man, he's unrecognizable. Oh shit, he just, like, decked me. Does he get healed anytime he punches me? He does. Man, this boss fight is not very exciting. What is healing him? Also, notice there's no backdash in this game. I think he gets, no, he just gets healed in general. I don't know what's happening. Is there a room above this? Not that we can access. I thought, like, you know, maybe there's an enemy up there that's, like, dropping heal stuff on him, and I have to, like, go kill that thing first or something, because that'd be a neat boss idea. Oh, no, he's dead. Whoa! Double level up, okay. Alright, goodbye, Golem. Oh, boy. Hugh, are you alright? What are you doing here? Are you trying to take my glory? What? What are you talking about? I just want to save Master. You're in the way. I will defeat Dracula myself. And then... Hugh? And he's gone. Alright, goodbye, Heat Shade. Just gonna get to the save room real quick. We can explore the area after the boss next time. This guy would turn away Sypha because she's in the way, yeah. Alright, it looks like, I'm pretty sure rate is our map completion. I'm not sure, though. 90% sure on that. So yeah, we've completed 30% of the map in one sitting. I hope this game will only take about 2 to 3 sessions. Maybe 4, depending. It's not very long. The complete map isn't huge. It's not small, but it's definitely downsized from Symphony. And unlike Symphony, there's not an extra map, you know? There's no inverted castle. Even though that takes very little storage space to do, and can lengthen a game by, like, a lot, which you'd think they'd be after for something like a portable game. Nah. Although, real quick, I do want to, look up Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Can I play as... Oh, no. Circle of the Moon. Let's see, who's the optional playable character? Is it someone we haven't met yet? By the way, just a heads up, there isn't a way... Maybe there's a sideways castle. If there isn't really a way to get this one anymore. It's on the Wii U Virtual Console, and that's really it. Cartridges of this thing are commonly faked and very expensive. Let me look into it real quick. All the Castlevania GBA games are super expensive, but Circle of the Moon is actually one of the cheaper ones. Yeah, it goes for about $20 now. I don't trust that, though. Yeah, it looks like $13 to $20, so this one isn't the more expensive one. It's, if I remember right, it's the next one, actually, it's really expensive. Harmony of Dissonance. Goes for... Holy shit, you can get all 3 of them for $40 now. What happened? These used to be so expensive! Oh, look, I found a custom cart where someone put it in a red casing. That's actually really cool. I don't trust it, but... Yeah, looks like confirmed real copies of Harmony of Dissonance are $50 to $60. Which is insane. For, like, a game like this. How do you get this character? I'm interested now. What, Hugh? I don't think Hugh's playable. I'm looking currently for, gameplay... Alternate modes. Magician mode, fighter mode, shooter mode, thief mode. Once the game is again completed, the player will receive a code that can be entered as their name to starting a new game. Fireball. Code will start the game in Magician mode, where the player starts with all 20 DSS cards and a high magical ability at the expense of reduced strength and defense and health. Fighter mode. By completing Magician mode, there is another code, Gradius, which lets the player start the game in Fighter mode. In this mode, no DSS cards can be obtained or used, but physical power is drastically increased. Shooter mode. In turn, completing Fire mode unlocks the code for the Shooter mode, Crossbow. This mode places an emphasis on combat using sub-weapons, giving the player a very high maximum hearts to use with, as well as having the amount of hearts for each sub-weapon use, but giving a penalty to strength, defense, and HP. Shooter mode also has a unique sub-weapon, Homing Dagger, which is only usable in this mode. Thief mode! Completing shooter mode unlocks the code for Thief mode. The last alternative mode reduces all of the player's stats except luck, which is boosted by an enormous amount. The idea of Thief mode is to survive on whatever items and equipment the enemies drop, with greater luck increasing the odds of getting items from each kill. No alternative mode codes will function until the prior mode is actually completed. That's it. There's no alternative characters. Yeah, it's padding. It's absolutely fucking padding. It hurts. Anyways, I might as well throw up the post-stream notification here. There we go. Considering we have saved now. So, first impressions on the game. Probably not great. Because mine, honestly, were really bad, too. All things considered, the game... As far as Game Boy Advance platformers go, I don't want to paint it as something that's, like, irredeemably bad, you know? Because as far as Game Boy Advance platformers go, it's fine. However, it's just not as good as every other Castlevania game that came before it. Checking the map here again on my completed save file, completed, quote-unquote. I never actually finished the final boss. Just looking at it again. Yeah, we've definitely explored 30% of it. It's way more dense than before, you're gonna notice. Symphony has, like, room in it, you know? There's spots in the castle that don't have anything. This game is not like that. How many DSS cards did I get? Throughout that playthrough, I got a grand total of 11. Amazing. Okay, and then magic items. What do I have? Just reminding myself here. These are wimpy. Damn, this game... It's really a shame that the first of the Game Boy Advanced Castlevanias is just so iffy. Okay, let's pull up some music real quick. Any requests? Preferably something from Castlevania. There's a Wii game in my Wii U right now? What is it? I swear to God, if it's anything but Sonic Colors. Oh wait, no, I know what it is. It's Black Knight. Yeah. Turn off the Wii U now. Let's pull out a song, I guess. Wandering Ghosts. Why not? The representation of insanity, pressure from Castlevania 3, sure thing. Oh God, it's this one. But yeah, I guess I can talk more about the Castlevania Lords of Shadow trilogy. There are some things in Lords of Shadow that are insulting, the way they're handled. I own the whole series, so we will be doing all of them. However, I don't have the DLC for 1, which might become a problem. I have the DLC for 2. which 2 is its own beast. It's very, very strange. I'm gonna leave the plot details alone, though, because, you know, there's some people who might care about getting spoiled about that. I don't want to spoil them super hard. I don't have to keep it going very long, yeah. Here, you know what? Here's a good theme to play so you can begin to understand. Let's remind ourselves, right? Let's listen to how good the OST from past Castlevanias was. Fucking Wicked Child is amazing. Not to mention, you know, Bloody Tears, or, what's the forest theme from Castlevania 3? What's the name of that? Mad Forest, that's the name of it. This one. This one is so good. And of course, you know, we've got shit like fucking Simon's theme. Genuine love pressure because it sounds like it was made to represent madness. Shrill, repetitive panic, constantly swelling without going anywhere. Yeah. It's the theme that, like, kicks you into high gear and tells you, this is the end of the game. Good luck. And you actually go insane during the ending of Castlevania 3, so you know what? That fits. At least I did. I still am in genuine shock that I managed to fucking finish that game at all. Castlevania 3 is something else. But yeah, so you'd think all of this with a super high budget reboot, they could do some amazing stuff with the music, you know, get like a fucking rock band to do shit, you know, covers of the songs, maybe get like a whole orchestra to do some of these. This is what the Castlevania Lords of Shadow OST is like. Man, really sounds like it's building somewhere, doesn't it? I promise you it's not. And, like, not only is the OST not great, and it's ripping off of another game series, one that I don't even really like all that much. It's needlessly edgy all the time, too. And, like, it's one thing when you get that dissonance of, like, Sonic being needlessly edgy, where it's like, that's part of the charm. Not here. It's just super edgy and takes itself super seriously. And none of it's good. And of course, these are going to be the last games we do. Simply because they're not good enough to warrant doing at any other point in time. They need to be the big send-off. Because to this day, they're the last release the series ever got. Kinda crazy that I just crossed Symphony off of the list. I also haven't edited the Sonic list in a while. There we go. Hero's done. Yeah, I bet you're still waiting for it to do anything. Me too. There hasn't been a loop point. The song is just genuinely this long and does nothing the whole time. It's one of those really bad, generic, like, modern age OSTs where you're lucky to walk out of it remembering one song. And by the way, this was the one song. Won't be escaping Symphony for long because you know it'll be taking way... Or you'll be talking way too much about a certain port. Oh, please, talk my ear off about the Saturn port. I am fascinated by that thing, and yet I can't afford it. So, I'm kind of amazed I have a Saturn at this point, honestly. Because I own, like, 7 games for the damn thing, and I can't afford anymore. By the way, the song may or may not be finally doing something. Oh yeah, it's this. This is what all the buildup is for. This is it, by the way. This is the only song in the whole series I remember. Like, otherwise, you just get songs like this that just don't do anything. It's just a bunch of, like, generic orchestra stuff with no melody, really. Can't even begin to guess what kind of scenario this is used for. It could really be anything. Yeah, exactly. It really... Like, the only way you get context for that is if you know what the main theme of the Lords of Shadow games are. Because they have these. Oh, that's the main title for one. Feel like doing anything? By the way, yeah, the OST for Lords of Shadow 1 is, like, even worse. It's like Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric Music. Exactly. And it comes from a series with, like... Again, just like Sonic Boom, it comes from a series with amazing music all throughout it that they could have just used, and they didn't. This is not the one. Lords of Shadow 2 main theme. This is the title screen theme, for Lords of Shadow 2. This little melody, this progression right here, this little chord progression, they use it occasionally throughout the game, and it's only in big moments, and every time you start it up. And honestly, I don't even remember how long these games are. I know that the first one is 2 discs for the Xbox 360 version. And then there's 3 DLCs. How long to beat Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Lords of Shadow is 18 hours. And Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate is 9 hours. That's a long estimate, but sure. And Lords of Shadow 2 is 15 hours. So yeah, we're going to be doing these ones for quite a while, which is going to be frustrating because they're the last thing gating us from doing other stuff. And they're all bad. What's the Metacritic score for these? Critic, Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. It gets an 85% from critics. Huh. Disagree. That's the first one, though. The first one's, like, genuinely kind of alright. It's probably like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6. It's not spectacular, but it does some stuff. Just really bad stuff, actually. Why is Metacritic not loading? Are we dropping frames? No. Yeah, no, Metacritic just isn't loading. Is it down? Oh no, wait a minute, it might be down now! Checking. It's up. Oh, no, there it is. I mean, they're kind of getting bombed right now. It gets an 8.1 out of user score. Wow, you know, I normally don't like to read the zero reviews because they're all negative bullshit and none of them are like well written at all, but this one actually sums it up really well. Where's the heart-pounding music? Where's the tricky platforming? Where's anything that resembles Castlevania? Honestly, just play Rondo of Blood and then tell me you're satisfied with this thing. It's typical Western-developed garbage. I can't believe this happened to one of my favorite series. The other 3D Castlevanias weren't great, but at least they had the Castlevania feel, and the music from Curse of Darkness was awesome. Honestly, I disagree with that last part. The 3D Castlevanias are really good. All of them. Music requests, any music from Sonic Jam on Gamecom? Alright! Sonic Jam Gamecom OST. Mushroom Hill. Are you for real? Hey radio, can you play that song that goes boop boop bee boop bop? No, you're thinking of the one that goes beep boop boo boo bop. Top comment on this fucking video is, this is Earth Radio, and now here's human music. It's glorious. No, you can't even joke about how good it is. Christ. What are the other songs on this, like? Special stage? This is the same thing. Incredible. Now here's my question. Would you be interested if at the end of this, we did Smash Ultimate's Classic Mode? You've never seen anybody finish the special stage in this game? I don't even know if Chaos Emeralds exist. Oh shit. I mean, the game's broken as fuck, so there's no way we can know. Anyways, would you be interested in seeing the, right at the end of the Castlevania series, so literally after we've crossed everything off the list, as like a big send-off for Castlevania, doing the Smash Brothers Classic Mode for Simon or Richter? Because it ends with some really cool stuff, and it's a lot of, like, actual Castlevania fan service, and I think that would be really, really high note to end it off on. Even if everything else we're ending it off on is a really low note. Looking at you, Lords of Shadow. Think, like, we've only skipped 2 games so far, and it's Chronicles. That'd be neat, because you've seen snippets. Oh, alright. So we'll do it. Anyways, we've only skipped 2 Castlevanias so far, and that's Chronicles, and we've skipped, Kid Dracula. So I'm thinking we finish up the main series, we go through Order of Ecclesia, which is the end of the main series, and then we're probably going to go back and take care of a lot of the loose ends. So we'll be doing, probably in that time, we'll be doing Adventure Rebirth, and then Chronicles, and we'll be doing Judgment, and what was the other one we skipped? Kid Dracula, all in that time period. I believe those are the only 4 that I have planned to, like, just straight up skip. And then, as, like, the ending, I'll show what happened to Castlevania. Because the fact that the Lords of Shadow series went on for 3 games is awful. Like, it's more than just the fact that it's not even Castlevania. You know, if it were a good game anyways... What is that? Belmont's Revenge. Chromati. I'm just gonna copy that. I can't pronounce that. Is this the, Yeah, it hurts. Belmont's Revenge is so insulting because it's not even that bad, but you get to the ending and it's just a fucking train wreck. It's like the journey's going really smoothly, but instead of applying the brakes to stop at the station, the engineer just fucking derails the train. And you crash straight into the station. It's, I just can't get over how fucking intense and dramatic a 4-bit harpsichord synth sounds with this composition. The accordion's breaking down again. Let's listen to the Cloud Castle theme for a little bit here. So, back to what I was saying about Lords of Shadow. Like, if it were a good game, and it just, the problem was it wasn't very Castlevania-y, I feel like I would have been able to enjoy it. The problem is, it's, not only is it not very Castlevania-y, it's also not a good game. It's actually just awful. Like, it's a God of War clone, but it's really poorly designed. So, like, there are enemies in that game that are actual bullshit, not fun to deal with by any stretch of the imagination. Not to mention that game's plot, which is very frustrating to watch. Features a Belmont that we've never met before, a man named Gabriel, who, we'll see, there's a reason we haven't met him. Even Iga would take a look at Gabriel and be like, nah, I don't want him in my canon. But yeah, I guess moving forward here, since we've officially entered the era of Metroidvanias, I think I'm going to sort of establish the order we're going to do things in, just in case you want to, like, get games ahead of time and play along. I don't recommend playing along with this one. Garfunkel Belmont. Ah, yes. Dracula's natural enemy, Garfield Belmont. With his lasagna powers. I don't know. He eats wall lasagnas. Alright, hear me out. We're gonna mod a total conversion mod for Garfield, the one Genesis game. We're just gonna turn it into Castlevania Bloodlines, but this time Garfield's in it. If you want to play along with any of these future games, Garfield Bloodlines, yeah. If you want to play along with any of these future games, I will lay out my order right now, so if you want to, like, you know, jot it down. I'll also tell you where you can get some of these, because they're pretty cheap, most of them. So, right now we're doing Circle of the Moon, and I highly recommend not playing along with it. I'll bring up something from Bloodlines, actually, now that we mention it. Bloodlines OST. Let's do... I'm getting the song Bloodlines. Reincarnated Soul. There we go. Arbuckle's Curse. Replace Dracula with a portrait of John. But yeah, I don't recommend playing along with Circle of the Moon. It's not good enough to really warrant going out of your way to buy it. However, the next game we're doing is Castlevania what is the name of it? Lament of Innocence, that's it. So if you want to get that one ahead of time, maybe play it a little bit, you know, familiarize yourself with it, enjoy it alongside the stream maybe. It's available on PlayStation 3, on the PlayStation Network. I don't believe it's ever been released anywhere else. I mean, you can get the PS2 physical copy, of course. It used to be $10, like, a long time ago. I don't know. What is... What is a date? A little miserable little pile of secrets. Anyways, another... Of course, you know, if you want to experience the plot as the streams go on, of course, that's also valid. But I will talk about where I'm going to be playing some of these. I don't believe Lament of Innocence was ever released on PS4. Lament of Innocence. Castlevania Wiki, it was released. It's on the PS2 archive. PS4? Oh shit, it's on the PS4! 1080p 60 FPS, that might be how I buy it. Like, I might buy it there. Because the PS3 version sort of... it's not optimized really well. That's really nice. Anyways, that one's fantastic. I highly recommend it. It's the first Metroidvania 3D entry. And instead of taking it sort of like a Metroid Prime direction, so Metroid took its 3D approach in sort of a first-person shootery kind of thing, they went full Devil May Cry with their game, and it's really weird. But it's a lot of fun. After that, we'll be doing Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, which you can get on Game Boy Advance for $50. Or you could get it on Wii U Virtual Console for $7. It's up to you. And then after that one, we'll be going to the other 3D entry, the next one, which is Castlevania... What is it? God, why can't I remember its name? Curse of Darkness, that's it. Curse of Darkness is another 3D entry along the same lines as... Lament of Innocence, but instead of Diablo, they sort of went in a different route. Not Diablo, instead of Devil May Cry, they went sort of a different route. They sort of diversified it a lot, which is greatly appreciated. In that game, instead, you use different weapons to power up familiars that you can use, and by beating enemies with different weapons. So, like, let's just say you beat an enemy using an axe. You can get a crystal that I believe it has to do with which weapon you have equipped. You can get a crystal that powers up your familiars in a certain way, which I think the axe, like, powers up, what, the golem, I think? You can have, like, a golem, you can have a devil, you can have a fairy, and then using different weapons with them takes them in different routes. So, like, the golem gets super strong if you use certain weapons, or it can get really defensive if you use other kinds of weapons. And same goes with the fairy. It can go for a more healing support kind of role, or it can go for more of a defense kind of role. Chandeliers from CV4? Okay, I'll bring that up. Curse of Darkness is a fascinating game that I am looking forward to getting really into. Chandeliers... Castlevania. There we go. Good choice. Okay, after that one, though, and by the way, that one is the hardest one to find, as far as I can tell. Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Has it still not received a re-release? Curse of Darkness has not. It is still only on the PS2 and Xbox. And by the way, don't think that, oh, I have an Xbox 360, I can just buy it and then backwards compatibility it, because it's not compatible. For no reason. Anytime I try to boot the game up, it just tells me, oh, sorry, this game isn't compatible with your system. Please check the website for more information. And then it just fucking boots me, and I'm like, okay, rude. So yeah, that one, the only way to play it is on the original console, which, you know, PS2, Xbox, can be found pretty cheap nowadays, but it's still a long ways to go for a Castlevania game, honestly. I don't even know how much it goes for. Castlevania... Curse of Darkness. Of course, from my experience, the Xbox version has been the one that runs better, and that one looks like it goes for anywhere from $20 to... yeah, it's about 20 bucks. The PS2 version... wow, the PS2 version is actually really expensive. What the fuck? $40? $40? $60? Do the people who are buying this version know that there's an Xbox one that's, like, cheaper? Get a bunch of bookmarks with the game's art, which, by the way, this game is the best cover art out of the series. It's amazing. It's just a portrait shot of Hector. Also, worth noting, this is the game that the anime sort of borrowed from a lot. Yeah, you can get... wow, they're both expensive nowadays. Castlevania Lament of Innocence. What a change. Innocence. I just searched for Innocence. Innocence. Lament of Innocence is worth $5. There's one for... okay, am I crazy, or does this box look small in this man's hand? Like, I'm not crazy, right? This looks like a bite-sized PS2 box. Right? it looks so small. Why the fuck is it? Is it? They could borrow from that game, but they couldn't borrow Grant? Yeah, yeah. Grant actually isn't in that game, believe it or not. He had already left to go do whatever it was he's doing as of Judgment. So he doesn't make an appearance. Neither does Sypha, I don't think. Here, Grant Dynasty. Does it say where he appears? Shows up in Dracula's Curse, Symphony, Judgment. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He does not show up in Curse of Darkness. However, Curse of Darkness is really its own plot. Trevor's there, but, like, marginally, he shows up a little bit. That maybe Grant not being in the games was due to his family essentially dying out, and he may have actually died, but what's the show's excuse? Yeah, right? Grant himself, yeah, he's important to Castlevania 3, but his family doesn't show up ever again, and the reason for it's actually really sad. It's given to us in Judgment, but because Judgment's Judgment, I'd rather say it here rather than let Judgment, like, fumble with it a bunch. Essentially, after the events of Castlevania 3, Grant, during the events, so the way Castlevania 3 is structured in canon is that there's no multiple routes, there's no characters, like, you know, showing up and leaving the party and shit. The characters are just all there together, and they just journey together. That's just how it goes. And during this time, they weren't really friends. They were tolerating each other, especially in the case of Trevor and Alucard, but more so in the case of Grant and Trevor. They didn't like each other at all. But Sypha, Grant fell in love with Sypha upon meeting her, and of course, we know now, looking at the timeline and the characters and the family tree for the Belmonts, that Sypha marries Trevor, and Grant never forgives Trevor. Ever. And literally dies alone because he wants to be with Sypha that badly. And that's just how they write him out, and he never gets like never shows up again. Although clearly Alucard still remembers him, maybe even fondly, we don't really know. Which is why it would have been important for him to show up and for the anime to be an actual fucking adaptation. Because all this stuff with Grant, he's such a good character, and it's all trapped in a shitty fighting game. Judgment is awful. Like, really bad. People don't like it at all. Let's see, I can read it from here. All the monsters disappeared alongside Dracula, and Wallachia was at rest. Afterwards, Grant dedicated himself to rebuilding destroyed towns and villages. And he never has children. Family, Michelle Dynasty, descendant, and no picture available! Armed with a bowgun and uses silver arrows, she is the partner and possible romantic interest for Curtis Lang, Julius Belmont's apprentice, works as a hunter for the church. Oh, a light novel, got it. So his family doesn't die out completely. It looks like he still has kids. But they don't show up ever again. Probably because his family most likely doesn't like the Belmonts all that much. Let's see. Any other characters from this that we should know of? No, not really. Yeah, no, there's no image of her either. Huh. I don't know if this is canon or not, but I don't think it's been translated. I feel really bad for Grant, though. You know, maybe Ika just didn't like him very much, I guess. Directed by Koji Igarashi. Yeah, weird. Huh. Not a whole lot's known about her either. I will say, Grant is the highlight of Castlevania Judgment. His story is the best part of it. With how Alucard generally is, it's hard to tell whether or not he remembers his comrades fondly or not, especially with the lack of a cutscene for that one battle. Yeah, it really is impossible to tell, because Alucard, again, he doesn't comment on it, and the only sort of sense of a character we get from Alucard, really, is during his fight with Dracula, where we find out that he's motivated very heavily by, you know, just stopping his father and making sure that his mother can rest in peace. And that's really his only character motivations that we really know of. We'll see later. He gets some other ones, but he still doesn't comment on Castlevania 3. Maybe because it's so far removed and not important. I wonder what the full list of games Alucard shows up in is. Is he an assist trophy in Smash? I think he might be an assist trophy. Alucard's middle name is Fahrenheit. Full list of appearances. The fuck is Nocturne of Recollection? It's a drama CD? What? It looks like it's a drama CD where Alucard... Shortly after the events of Symphony of the Night, but it doesn't say what happens. With the way that it like the title is, I hope that it's him reminiscing on Castlevania 3 a little bit, but you never know. Huh. He doesn't have as many appearances as you'd think, honestly. Who is this? God, there's so many characters that it's like I look into them and it's like they're exclusive to this Japanese-only light novel or manga or fucking whatever else. Drama CD. And none of it's translated. Huh, interestingly enough, the three from Castlevania 3 are only listed as travel companions, whereas Maria Renard is listed as friend. So I think it's safe to say that there's some piece of information out there that's like that tips us off to the idea that he's not exactly on best of terms with Trevor in them. Wait a minute. What? When did Yuri Lowenthal voice Alucard? He's the updated Symphony voice actor. What? And then he also played Alucard in two others, Judgment and Harmony of Despair, as well as the crossover game Smash Ultimate. What the fuck? If you don't know, Yuri Lowenthal is the incredibly recognizable voice of Yosuke from Persona 4, and like a billion other characters. Wait, Alucard has a dedicated theme? It's called The Tragic Prince. Oh. Alucard may have decided to sort of let it go, not to forget it, but not to dwell on it too much. Yeah, maybe. Given that after Castlevania 3, he does what he does after Symphony and just puts himself to bed for however many years. What, I think it's 300 that time? He never actually gets in that 10,000 years sleep that Kid Dracula promises that he'll get. Who knows? We don't really know when Kid Dracula takes place, do we? Kid Dracula. $10,009 years old. Oh shit, Kid Dracula shows up in Smash Bros. Ultimate during the Smash stage just a little bit. He pops up on like a wall as a shadow. That's cute. He makes a lot of weird cameo appearances. Looks like Konami likes throwing him around in Japan. Yeah, it's currently 111. Starting to get close to the end here. Close out a lot of these tabs. Yeah, I think just about. I know this place somewhere in the Castle and Symphony, but I can't remember where. Yeah, I don't remember where either. I want to say this is, let's see, the wiki probably is an entry for it. Here, let's pull up Alucard again. Music theme. Backroom music played in the clock tower. Alright. Yeah. I can hear it. And it plays elsewhere in the series. There's a compilation game that we'll be doing later on. Can I just say, I fucking hate the way Alucard's handled in the show, too. Just the last couple minutes here, that show, don't like it at all, and Alucard is one of those reasons. They really play up him and Trevor, like, going at each other a lot. But it's always in this really ham-fisted, awful way, where Alucard's just, like, way smarter than Trevor all the time. And it's just, ugh. I don't like it very much. Maybe someday I'll finish it. You know, the inner Castlevania fan in me will make me. But at the moment, nah. Nah, I'm not doing it. But yeah, I'd say music's over, so I'd say that's probably enough for tonight. Any last thoughts? Anything? No? Okay. So yeah, tomorrow night is going to be Shadow the Hedgehog, the first stream. So hopefully we'll get a good turnout for that one. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to see if letting the chat decide who I go along with will be a good idea. It probably won't be. Inclusion, Sonic Jam, and Gamecom is the real worst Sonic game. Yes, these are the important discoveries. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow night, Shadow. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching, and good night.